Dude, I did not know that PewDiePie did this much stuff for it.
You'll notice they have nothing to say, because there's nothing to say about it.
Please don't show our part.
No!
So, did you watch YouTube Rewind this year?
I did. That's my reaction as well.
As hard as it may be to believe, YouTube Rewind has officially been around for an entire decade.
Ooh. Are we gonna look at past YouTube Rewinds?
So with it being the end of the decade, we decided we're gonna show you some clips from every YouTube Rewind since it began in 2010 until this year.
Okay. So we're gonna see the good, the bad, the ugly.
It's like a YouTube rewind, and I'm into it.
Oh my god,
Snap.
I'm so excited.
Wow, this is how it used to be so long ago. That's insane.
Oh my gosh, double rainbow.
250 million views combined for the top 10 videos of the year. Wrap your head around that. PewDiePie alone had 4 billion views this year on his channel.
We looking for you, we gon' find you.
Dude, Schmo Yoho, right?
Oh, it's all the classics.
It's funny that everyone's like, oh, this year's was a Watch Mojo video, but it started as a Watch Mojo video. It's unbelievable to see in 10 years how much this platform has grown and changed.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Black, and welcome
Rebecca Black! It's
I'm
2011.
Rebecca Black, and welcome to
What?
YouTube Rewind.
Well, hold on. Rebecca Black hosted YouTube Rewind?
I forgot she hosted. Damn. Epic Mealtime, Freddie W, Epic Rap Battles, last Harry Potter movie came out, Marcel Lachelle, Ellen, Charlie Sheen. Dude, I know all this stuff. This is nuts.
Oh, the Talking Twin Babies. That came out in 2011.
That's a hot jam. Everyone behind the camera just started jamming out to Rebecca Black.
I saw this new thing on Rebecca Black and how heavily that impacted her life, and now I just feel guilty. She was the first internet like enemy. I feel like where everyone just kind of was like, this is so dumb.
Found like a person just to bash.
Yeah,
and
and
just like went in.
Rewind YouTube style.
Oh, I forgot about Gangnam Style, dude.
Oh yeah, this is when they start getting really good.
Yep. I would fanboy so much when I'd see my favorite YouTuber in it. I'd be like, oh my goodness, there they are.
Yeah.
Rocket Chump. I miss them.
Freddie Wong. That's my homie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love him.
You remember that? The whole hand thing?
This was the first ever Rewind I saw. I remember being so in love with the weird mishmash of memes and trends, and it's like a Where's Waldo puzzle.
People could like criticize it for being cringy and stuff, but it's like this is everything that happened this year, and you did mash it all together.
Oh, 2013. Oh, Kid President. Jenna Marbles again.
Rhett and Link, the boys.
This is crazy. The production value just the YouTube money, that AdSense money.
Oh, this song to this day gives me so much stress.
I think this is one of my favorites. Yeah, what's the Fox say?
This is where YouTube Rewind was at its peak.
Oh, that Jazzercise lady. Dude, she did a John Mayer music video, actually.
Oh, there you guys are! Oh!
I'm so glad that Harlem Shake isn't a trend anymore.
This was shot so beautifully. PewDiePie! I remember everyone freaked out at that part.
This is when he just became the biggest subscriber on YouTube.
Oh, I remember this. Oh yeah, because this was the year after, and he was the start.
Dude, I did not know that PewDiePie did this much stuff for it.
Back when the boys are together.
Yep.
Love that.
This was a weird trend, and I don't think you could get away with this trend anymore.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the ice bucket challenge.
Fanny and Rafi! Michelle, oh my gosh, I love her. So, I personally asked, I don't want to get wet. Give me an umbrella for this.
Oh, now you start seeing like, oh, I'm seeing late night hosts in there.
Yeah, I feel like 2014 was a good year. This one felt kind of like it was using like genuine people who were like running the platform.
Lily, this is the barge where the friendship started. I'm gonna start crying. loves the ball pit. We hung out in it all day.
This song was iconic.
Yeah, I still like it.
There's Rosanna. Okay. God, this looks so expensive.
I feel like this might have been the start of the decline.
2015. This was my first year. I sat on a dirty warehouse floor eating cold pizza alongside Pizza Rat. It was awesome. Because it was like, I made it. I'm legit. I am represented in here.
Rewind! Hit it!
Is 2014, 2015 the start of when talk show hosts became #1 YouTubers on the platform?
Oh. Oh. What? What in the world? It's The Rock!
Bring it.
Like, that's the thing, right? 2016 does it. 2017 and 2018, I think they all start with this kind of awkward beginning with like, here's a celebrity first and foremost. And I get why. I get that YouTube wants to be like, look at the connections to celebrities that we have. I do think it sends a confusing and disappointing message to the rest of the creator community and the culture on here for that to be the first face that you see.
I think I was in this one. Yeah, I was in this one. There I am! There I am! Ha ha! That was the day after I moved to LA.
I remember the running back.
That was 2016. JC! Gigi! Oh my gosh, I remember filming this, the Kanye scene.
Okay, so every year I'm noticing less and less people. Like, I feel like an alumni now.
Bottle flip. Oh my gosh. There's still so much bottle flipping in our office. It's so annoying.
YouTube rewind.
Done.
Kill that.
Yeah, 2016, it just started going down.
This is when people started disliking
because
it.
cancel culture started in like 2016. And that's the tea.
Now it's getting a bit too much and a bit separate and vague or whatever. And then 2017, well, we'll see here in a second.
We've got 2 special guests with us.
Stephen Colbert, my other favorite
Tell me
YouTuber.
about 2017.
Oh, snap.
I don't know. I don't want to go back to 2017.
I don't either.
Okay, the shooting star stuff is good though. Like that was a great meme.
Okay, slow-mo guys. That's a pretty creative little twist with putting him there.
Is that Tila? I think I didn't even notice that till just now. I see Wenji. So the thing I like about this is it's so action-packed and there's so many people in here that you can watch this about 100 times and I'm still seeing new things. Oh, like the zombies and stuff. People got mad at this one because you couldn't tell which YouTubers were the zombies.
I feel like you also got, for many years, a lot of the same people.
All-star. I mean, okay, parts of that were not bad. I remember the Colbert intro was like, this is so fake and manufactured. I hated that. But like parts of that weren't bad. They had the meme element to it.
I remember the 2012 to like 2015 ones. I don't remember these. I know I watched them, but I don't remember them as much.
up.
No, are you going? Apparently. I hope our part does not play.
Control rewind this
Please
year.
don't show our part.
There's one thing this
video needs. We originally pitched that it would only be Casey who says it. We stand up and say, we have an idea, and then Casey slowly pops up and he's like, K-pop. Because that would have come off a lot better.
There's one thing this
Come on, Casey, give it to us.
K-pop! Gallop. Molly Burke! Oh yeah, I'll bring Gallop his treats.
2018 just...
Not a fan.
It's the year we all turned to lame, except for Mason Ramsey.
Why?
Oh,
the mega Let's look at all the Fortnite.
There should be a can't look away
and
challenge.
I hated it.
What? Will Smith?
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, it's hot!
That's hot.
YouTube and TikTok star Will Smith. You'll notice that 2018's was really the first time that was very dialogue heavy. Unless they're talking to the camera, off script, or kind of saying things in their own voice, it comes across as scripted and cringy and awkward.
I think it's worse than others because it seems so disingenuous. It's very clear that they were trying to showcase very brand-friendly stuff, and it's obvious that that's the direction that Rewind is going.
YouTube Rewind 2018, the most
Again.
disliked video
Not again. Not again.
of YouTube.
Smart. It's smart that they address this.
Yeah.
So in 2019, let's see what you did like, because you're better at this than we are.
Eugene. Oh my gosh, I love this gymnast.
See, this is super interesting. Like I see, oh, Shane Dawson is this amount of number, like PewDiePie, and his wedding is like the #2 most liked. That gets me excited.
This was Mr. Beast's year.
You'll notice they have nothing to say, because there's nothing to say about it. That's the whole point.
It went from like overproduced, a lot of effort, to we're just not gonna even try.
Oh, pause it here, because I have a lot to say about this. It's like, hey, here are the top individual dance creators. Hey, here are the top individual musical acts. And then you get to gaming, and it's like, oh, here are the games. Not, here are the gamers. It's just frustrating that gamers are always treated differently.
All right, some James. Seems like good. It is a step in a better direction at the very least.
I'm glad that they had team trees in there.
And then Felix, you know, YouTube's like, oh, we didn't have Felix over the last couple years. Let's double it back and make sure that he's all over the place. And rightfully so. It was an amazing year for him.
See, I don't know why, but that one gave me chills. And I don't know why people hate it.
That made me like a little excited.
For what?
Just like to like go make more content.
Just to be
and
alive.
just- yeah, you know?
I do not give YouTube a pass for the 2019 one. I think it's even, arguably it might be worse than the 2018 one just because of them trying to distance themselves from it.
I don't think that you're getting that like sweet spot of 5-6 years there in the middle. I don't think you're seeing that again. I think you might see it again in the context of independent creators who make their own YouTube rewinds. Like this year I saw a lot of creators doing their own version of YouTube Rewind. That is the extent of what YouTube Rewind will be moving forward. I think 2019's is kind of the format that's gonna persist from now for the foreseeable future, if they even decide to continue it.
We all know 2018's Rewind became the most disliked video on YouTube of all time.
We made history!
We made history!
We're part of history!
We're in the most disliked video!
How do you think it got to this point?
I don't know, because I'm not part of the production company, but if I were to put myself in their shoes, I would feel this immense pressure. It's a video that everyone's looking forward to, and you just can't please everyone.
There was already a lot of unrest amongst the creator community, but also just the tone of the whole thing struck a really awkward chord. It was very much this idea of scripted fun, scripted self-congratulatory, self-aggrandizing. Look at how great we are as a platform. When all the previous YouTube Rewinds did the exact same thing, but didn't need to explicitly call it out.
In the past few years, YouTube has really started to like neglect its community, and so it became a thing of people just sort of hating on YouTube because they're not listening to us. Once the dislikes started rolling in, it just snowballed because people are like, guys, we could do it. We could make YouTube Rewind the most disliked video, and wouldn't that be funny?
The community kind of like jumped in and was like really hard on him, like maybe a little bit too hard, but really, really hard on YouTube. It kind of just like snowballs it to this point where it's like it becomes cool to not like something.
Michelle, you actually recently just returned to YouTube after a little bit of a break.
A little bit? It was 2 years.
How does it make you feel when you see the evolution of the platform and these rewinds?
I honestly feel like an alumni, an older alumni, and I came back to see my school, and I don't recognize anyone, I don't recognize the staff. If you're not enjoying it, then it's probably not gonna be really great. So I'm taking this time to enjoy making YouTube content again.
During the early years of Rewind, it was something creators often said they wanted to do. But now, if you were asked, would you be a part of YouTube Rewind?
Absolutely. Yes. I love YouTube Rewind. I think it's wonderful.
100%.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I've watched it since I was a little kid, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've never been in one, so that would be like a huge deal for us.
I think I would be willing to say yes, but I would want to see the script or a general outline of what the whole thing looked like first.
It would depend on what the segment is. They would have to tell us ahead of time. I don't know if other YouTubers got a lot of backlash. We got a lot of backlash for the K-pop part, but we love K-pop, and you know, because of that, we've like slowly just like backed away from it because we're like, I'm scared.
I don't want to be in it right now with how it is. I would want to be in it if I knew that I had control over at least even my part of the production, but that's just not feasible, and that's just a selfish request on my part. But I think that's where a lot of other creators are right now, where they're like, hey, I'm not jumping into this trash fire. Like, I don't want to see memes of myself for months because I showed up to a day shoot and you guys just flopped this whole production.
So it isn't just Rewind that gets YouTube a lot of negativity over the years. Why do you think that YouTube gets so much hate from its creators and in turn, viewers as well?
Well, I mean, it's hard. It's not that black and white. It's very expensive to run YouTube. So on one side, I can see YouTube struggle with, you know, finding ways to profit. And then on the other side, I could also understand, because I'm a creator myself, the creators feel like YouTube is not helping, just helping them, protecting them.
People just get upset. They find something to get upset about, and then everyone jumps on the bandwagon. So like if some YouTubers
one nitpicky thing.
Yeah, like if your favorite YouTuber disagrees about someone, then everyone will go and disagree about it.
YouTube leaves its creators in the dark. They tell us after the fact when people start complaining like, hey, is this happening? Why is that happening? Then they're like, oh yeah, we made these changes. And it's like, okay, can you tell us, please?
YouTube has to satisfy the viewers, the creators, and the brands. Creators want to be able to create whatever they want to, but also still get paid for it and monetize for it. Brands have very specific things that they're comfortable monetizing in front of. And then there's also the government now. And YouTube's in the middle, and it has to satisfy everyone. It's easy to point the finger at YouTube and be like, they're the ones to blame, because they're the ones that put up demonetization policies. They're the ones who aren't responding to COPPA. They're the ones who made a crappy rewind. But in actuality, they're the ones trying to juggle all the demands placed on them from everyone. And it's a very difficult and a very unsympathetic position to be in.
What are some changes that you hope to see YouTube make to help creators and their communities as we head into the new decade?
I think what YouTube could do better and the creators can do better is we all try to understand each other. As a creator, we need to understand that YouTube is this crazy platform with these people that are trying to figure it out too. But YouTube needs to realize that the creators do have good opinions and they do have a voice, and that we need to be heard as well.
Oh snap. How much time you need? Just be completely straightforward and honest with what you're intending to do on the platform, what you want the platform to be.
There's a lot of YouTubers where they worked so hard and they've accumulated like millions and millions of subscribers, but one shift in the algorithm, their videos are not being seen. If there's a better way for the subscribers to see content from the people they're actually subscribed to.
There are massive site-wide changes that are negatively impacting tons of creators and viewers. There's no communication. It's also unreasonable from a creator perspective to assume that YouTube owes us full transparency with all this stuff. They're a business, I get it. Let's look at what moves YouTube. It's money. I want there to be better communication to creators about what kind of terms, keywords, stuff will demonetize your video. At least tell us. Honestly, I love YouTube. I really can't see anything that will make me jump ship off the platform. I would love to see more competition. I would love to see that being an incentive for YouTube to improve their communication, their platform as a whole. A lot of creators feel this ever-looming presence of like, oh, we need to keep making stuff. It doesn't ever stop, you know? And I just think that surrounding yourself with good people and working out a good sense of pacing and schedule has helped me personally and hopefully other people.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of YouTubers React.
Subscribe to all the creators that are featured in this episode.
Links are in the description below.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, everyone. Lauren, producer here at FBE. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and thank you to all of the creators who came in and shot this with us today. Make sure you go check them out. Links are going to be down in the description. Bye, everyone.